I think leadership is a lot about responsibility.
Listening to your employees and the people under you.
Being able to empower others.
Making sure that the team knows what the mission is.
Be the hardest worker in the world.
Understanding who needs a hug and who needs a little kick in the pants.
Dealing with and engaging with people.
Creating an environment where we can all thrive.
The ability to inspire, to motivate, to support your team. Leadership is about setting forth a vision and helping people achieve their greatest ambitions so that vision can be accomplished.
I think great leaders are decisive. I think great leaders are accessible.
Get each person to perform at a level beyond what they ever thought they were capable of.
Leadership requires being nice as well as making hard decisions.
You can be tough, but you can also be classy and warm and compassionate and nurturing, but still have really, really high goals.
Creating an environment that feels open, making sure that I'm a great listener, making sure I'm really hearing and seeing my staff is really important.
Make sure that you're inspiring and motivating people to give the best of themselves.
Vulnerability really builds community, and so it's important to really show those aspects of yourself.
Oh, hey guys.
If you're just starting out, your life's going to be out of balance.
I knew if I was good at my job, and maybe I had to be 115% better than everybody else, that I was going to bull my way through everything.
Roll up your sleeves and do whatever is necessary to reach the goal of your team. Sometimes that might mean doing what people might classify as grunt work.
I've always been very driven by the work and really paying attention to what's right in front of me and making sure that I'm doing that really well.
You've really got to give a lot to it, and it will pay off later.
Let's come in on the live picks.
There are many challenges for women in getting into a leadership role.
When I first got into the news business, all I saw around me were men.
When I got to NBC Sports in the early 90s, I think there was only 3 women.
I always got the question, what's it like being a woman in sports television? And frankly, victory will be when that question doesn't get asked anymore.
There are many times as a woman leader that you're the only one in the room, and that can sometimes be intimidating.
The entire newsroom was filled with men, maybe one woman, one black man. There were certainly no Asians.
I've always been one of the only black women in the room, and I think what's gotten me this far is truly being authentic to who I am.
There was a vacuum of female role models, so I just did it my way.
I was simply driven and convinced that I could do what the men did.
It's 30 guys and me. Didn't occur to me that I didn't belong, because if you believe you belong, you belong.
When you are in a room and there's no one else that looks like you or has your set of experiences, you belong in that room.
You just have to work hard and kind of keep pushing. You just have to be the one who doesn't quit.
The one big piece of advice that I would give women is to believe in themselves.
It's easy to be a leader when things are great. The real mark of a leader is how do you handle when things aren't so great.
Try to have empathy and understand what are the things that the team is challenged with and how can I help solve those challenges.
We as women, sometimes we don't believe in ourselves and we don't believe in the skills that we bring to the table. And that's a hurdle for us. And I think when you are ready to take that next step in leadership, make sure that you believe in the skills that you are bringing to the table, because they are unique and they are important.